Hey, what's up, YouTube? It is Melanie back with Melanie Loves Death Metal, and I'm finally done moving. I'm in my new office now. As you can see, I'm still unpacking. I've got some empty boxes there that are holding up my CD player. There's going to be a new shelf coming, and my dog sleeping back there. So, yeah, I'm finally in my new place. There's probably a bit of an echo. It's really bright in here. I've got two windows behind me, no longer onto the side of me, so a lot more lighting. I still have to hang stuff on the walls and all this other stuff, but I spent most of today unpacking my vinyl and my CDs and my tapes and other things. But while I unpacked, I pulled aside a couple of new things that I got in the last couple weeks that I hadn't shown off yet. So let's just do a standard collection update today, and let's go ahead and get started. So the first thing that I have to show is a CD. I've also got 3 tapes today, and this one was a Bandcamp find. I just was in the mood for grindcore one day, so I went and looked, and this was trending there. Listened to it, bought it, got it in the mail a couple of days ago. And this is LYCANTHROPHY. I cannot say that name to save my life. On the Verge of Apocalypse. This is on Horror, Pain, Gore, Death Productions. Never heard of this band ever until about a year ago. They have a ton of splits. And this is their 3rd full-length album, but I had never really heard who this band was until somebody suggested it to me in the comments on one of our videos. I completely forgot about it, and then I went and listened to it about 6 or 7 months ago. It was a while ago, and was like, oh, this is really good, and then I meant to go back and like check them out some more, and then when I saw this trending on Bandcamp, I was like, all right, that band, and so I listened to it, and I instantly bought this. So this is very chaotic grindcore. The band is from Chechnya. I can never say that name. I'm awful. This is like just insane chaotic. Reminds me a bit of Worm Rot. Reminds me a bit of Null. It's got the high-pitched screaming and just chaotic drumming and everything. It completely scratches the itch in terms of chaos and grindcore. So it is a very good album. I've been listening to it ever since I bought it nonstop. I really like the pink layout of this, and the booklet is very simple, but it's got some cool artwork. There you go. So getting into the grindcore stuff again, I've been searching for some stuff lately, and I also put a couple orders in, but I did it before I knew what my new address was, so there's going through the mail forwarding system right now. But there's a couple of other CDs that I've bought in the last couple of weeks. The last week, and they're finally shipped out. So you'll be seeing a lot of grindcore and gore grind stuff on here. So yeah, this is really good if you're looking for a newer band. Like I said, this is the 3rd full length, but they've done a million splits too. It's grindcore. They're short songs. Pretty cool label too. I'm not too familiar with Horror, Pain, Gore, Death Productions, HPGD, but I went to go check out their site, so there's some other stuff on there that I might be getting. But yeah, really good. Check this out. I really enjoyed it. It's super chaotic, and it's a really fun listen. I gotta get some other stuff. So okay, so on to the tapes. I got this actually in a package from Headsplit. I ordered a couple of tapes a couple of weeks ago to send for a birthday gift to a friend. I got some more Bific tapes and stuff like that, but Dylan was awesome, and he added this in the package for me. I ordered from Headsplit a lot, so he threw this in there because he just knew I was probably going to love it. I had heard it when he first announced it on his socials that this was being released on Headsplit. I listened to it on Bandcamp, and I really liked it, and it was one of those things where it's like, I'm going to mark this down and get it. Hopefully it doesn't sell out, because he does sell out of his releases quite a bit. But he does a lot of distro trades, so you usually can find the Headsplit stuff in the distros elsewhere, like Gurgly Gore, sometimes, God, I'm tired. Hell's Headbanger, stuff like that. But he sent me the new Seeping Protoplasm. I think this is their first full length. The only thing that they've released, Exhale, Extinction. This is just your standard 90s worship death metal. No fluff. It's very, very good. So yeah, he knew I was probably gonna like this. That's why he threw it in the package, and I do. I really like it. The band is out of Japan. I have never heard anything else. I don't know if they've had any other EPs or anything like that, but this is very, very good. And I've been listening to this a ton ever since he sent it to me a couple weeks ago. I need to get the digital download for it because I want to listen to it in my car and stuff. But yeah, awesome red tape with the black print on there, and then kind of a Altars of Madness type of style album artwork there. There's the J card, lyrics. So really, really, really good. Like, there's just no fluff, no craziness. It's like, this is just your standard 90s style worship death metal in the best way. They do it really, really, really well. And it's a very good album. There's also a CD for this too, and I went and checked on HeadSplit today to see, and yeah, it's still available. There's still a lot left, so check this out. This is definitely one of the best releases to come out this year, hands down, in terms of my death metal releases. Yeah, I've been seeing a lot of high praise for this, and it's definitely warranted. Definitely check this out. It's so good. The next tape that I got was another one that I saw kind of making the social media rounds, and everybody was kind of talking about it on Twitter and other social stuff. God damn, I can't stop going. Oh, I'm tired, guys. I've been moving for the last 3 days in 112-degree weather, and I'm just exhausted. Yeah, I saw a lot of people talking about this on Twitter, or X. It's called X now. Inhaling it and seeing it on Caligari Records, and I'm like, shit, how did I get past this release? Because usually I'm pretty prone, or pretty up to date in terms of, you know, Caligari and stuff like that. And I listened to it, I was like, this is excellent. Grotesqueries, Vile Crematory. Holy shit, another fantastic death metal release this year. Band is out of Boston. It's their first full length. I've never heard this band before. It's on like this green translucent tape, and yeah, again, another filthy sounding death metal record. Got that like old 90s style worship, but they do it in a really good way, that underground death metal sound that I really, really love. And it's without a doubt one of the best death metal releases to come out this year. These last two that I just showed are just fantastic. I don't know, more people need to give this high praise. So here's the J card. There you go. Oh, it's so good. I don't like, in terms of that death metal sound, of that like just real like filthy and old school sounding, and just, yeah, it's really, really good. I'm trying to see who was in this that I saw. Maybe I'm thinking of a different band. I think I'm thinking of a different band. I thought there was somebody in this band that I was familiar with, but I guess not. So yeah, this is on Caligari Records. Oh, I forgot to show that nice little promo shot there with some skeletons at the bottom. But yeah, these last two releases, they're so good. Again, I don't know. Things are coming out now, and it's just like pumping out the really good death metal, including the next tape that I'm about to show you. But yeah, check this out. Caligari Records. It is so, so good. So good. Finally, the last one that I have is another one of my favorite records to come out this year, albums, I should say. A band that I've absolutely adored for the last 2 to 3 years. They released an EP in 2021 called Septic Funeral, and if you know what that's called, if you know that, then you know exactly what I'm about to talk about. They finally released their first full length, and like I said, I've been a huge fangirl of this band ever since that EP came out in 2021, and I've just been really excited for them to release an album, and here it is. It's the new Coffin Mulch with Spectral Intercession. I got the Gurgling Gore tape. There's also a vinyl on, is it Dry Cough? I know the Dry Cough did another tape, a version of this. But I got the Gurgling Gore release. I've been holding off on buying vinyl lately just because of my move and stuff, but I made sure to get this as soon as it was announced. If you know Coffin Mulch, then you know what they sound like. They've got this very dark, sinister, almost thrashy sounding vibe. There's definitely that thrashier side of things on this album, but just very unique vocals. I really, really love how like just sinister the vocals sound, and just it's a pummeling assault the whole entire time. It doesn't stop, and it's a very, very good album. I've actually, hello cat, are you coming to say that you like Coffin Mulch too? Where are you? Where are you? Oh, you're in the window. He jumped up in the window behind me. Oh God, I thought I had like my top 5 going for this year, but then these other albums keep coming out, and I know that like Incantation, I've heard it. I've heard the new Incantation album. It's very good. And then Cannibal Corpse is coming, and there's just so many other releases, but this is by far one of my favorite releases to come out this year as well. A lot of spectacular death metal has been coming out now that we're coming to the end of the year. The artwork is done by Brad Moore, who you may recognize his other work for Worm. He's done Worm's last couple of albums. I think it's Art of Wizard on Instagram. I will tag in the description. So fantastic artwork, and then the grimy filthiness. I love that band photo. It's hilarious. Right here. My cat is just all about it right now. I started talking about Coffin Mulch, and he comes in and it's like, hey, I like that band. Probably because he's been hearing it a ton. So this came like a day or two before I moved. So I wasn't able to talk about it on the channel before then. I had planned to do a whole entire video on it, but man, I've got so many things I need to talk about in terms of albums that I could do dedicated videos on. Pretty much all of my favorite releases to come out this year, I could do a video a day for what's been going out and pumping out. But yeah, this is a really, really good album. Listen to it, check it out. It's definitely worth the hype that you've been seeing. I absolutely love this band. So that's it. That's my new collection update in the new place. I'm exhausted, as you can tell. My energy is very drained, but I had the time. I got my desk set up. Everything's looking good. My room is getting here. My office is getting there. I've made like a little listening corner with my record player and everything. I'm waiting for a nice little chair to come in, and then I'll probably show off some videos or something like that. But that's all that I have today. Happy Monday. It's a brand new week. There's a lot of good stuff that came out this past Friday that I didn't talk about, but I'm hoping to make a couple videos this week about some of those releases. And yeah, that's all I have. I will see you guys in the next one.